Caleb Deering, and I am from the Gailey, Oklahoma congregation, and the theme of this meeting is about great women in the Bible. And even though I do not have a personal experience being a great woman of the Bible, I can read about them, and I have witnessed women in the church who display the same characteristics. Young ladies, the teachings this weekend apply to you as well, so please listen, as you should be preparing now to be great wives and mothers in the church. Number 1, older women are to teach the younger. Titus 2 verses 3 through 5 say, teachers of good things, sober, love husbands, love their children, be discreet, chaste, keepers at home, good, obedient to their own husbands, that the word of God be not blasphemed. That's how important this is, women. If this is not done, the word of God can be blasphemed. But you can't teach good things if you do not know them yourself. These verses command the experience to become what they ought to be, and then teach others. Deuteronomy 6 verses 6 through 9 say, and these words, which I command thee this day, shall be in thine heart, and thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children, and shalt talk of them when thou sittest in thine house, and when thou walkest by the way, and when thou liest down, and when thou risest up, and thou shalt bind them for a sign upon thine hand, and they shall be as frontlets between thine eyes. And thou shalt write them upon the posts of thy house, and on thy gates. Do you really know what those good things are and how to teach them diligently? Do you understand it is your responsibility, women, and not to be left to others? Do you understand that if you do not do this, you are not following God's plan for you? Simply attending worship services and going to meetings, while beneficial, is not the same as teaching them yourself sun up to sundown through instruction and being an example of those good things. Secondly, the verses in Titus are also addressing the young ladies. For the older to be able to teach the younger need to be teachable. Young ladies, if you are not teachable, if you think you are wise in your own eyes, if you think you have no need for instruction, you are not following God's plan, and you are preventing the older women from carrying out their part of God's plan. Proverbs 1 verse 7 says, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. Proverbs speaks a lot about the wisdom of accepting teaching and the foolishness of receiving it. Let's be honest. In today's society, we are told that it's just not cool for young people to respect and listen to their elders. We are taught that we should know better, and that we do. Remember Esther. She was a very young girl, not an older woman, but we consider her to be one of the great women in the Bible. Now, obviously, she had been taught either by Mordecai or someone else, that we don't know, but obviously she was teachable because she listened to and heeded Mordecai's words. She became a great woman of the Bible because she was taught and was teachable. It led to her faith and then gave her the courage to do what was necessary to save God's people. Women have the honor and privilege and, yes, responsibility of training up the next generation in godliness. It is a wonderful thing God has given to women, and it should be viewed as an honor, not a chore. It should be viewed as a beautiful thing instead of a non-cool thing. Would any of us be here right now if it had not been for a godly example? Think about what would have happened if Esther had not been taught or had not been teachable. What might happen if you do not teach or you are not teachable? Will you become a great woman in the church? I pray that you will, because the church needs you.